everyone, I'm Dr. Neda. I'm a single mom of 2 teenage sons whom I love and, like every parent, want the very best for. I consider myself a very strong woman capable of doing many different things. I grew up in Middle East where I witnessed firsthand women fighting for their rights on a daily basis. So you can imagine how thrilled I am with the rise of the divine feminine in human consciousness. Although it's a paradigm that's slow to change and is encountering a lot of resistance, I see glimmers of light everywhere, including at my boys' all-military school, where they've appointed the first female president in the 110 years of the school's history. What concerns me is that pendulums tend to swing from one polarity to another, and I'm concerned that masculine energy will not be respected and honored, and it will lead to more separation between men and women. In a perfect world, we will find a balance between divine masculine and feminine polarities. In doing so, we can unravel the division that impacts us all. This is the reason why I'm inspired to do these interviews, to shine a light on a positive balance. So what is a divine masculine? What does it entail and what does it bring forth? Men in their positive polarities, they're calm, they're centered, they're supportive, they're secure, rational, and very reasonable. They are clear-minded and action-oriented. They're powerful and decisive, and they guide with courage and self-discipline. They're reflective thinkers who passionately guide and help others. These extraordinary men are the ones who lead from their hearts and not with their emotional egos. The wonderful men that I'm privileged to interview are the reflectives of the positive polarity of divine masculine. These are quality men who are strong, respectable, honorable, and really deserve to be celebrated. Please go ahead and hit that like button, comment, ask questions, share, and subscribe. You're a very valuable part of this movement, and your opinion really matters. Thank you very much. Light, love, and blessings to you all. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Neda, and today I'm so excited and privileged to have Mr. Piers Carr with us. He's a total inspiration, although he's very young, but he's a total inspiration to all of us. He's only been in this country for 10 years, but his accomplishments are astonishing. Thank you so much for coming to our show, Mr. Piers.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I am so excited that you're here. Tell me, because you were telling me about your background and you were born in Iran. Tell me a little bit more and how you came to US. It's a great inspiration as an immigrant. I'm one, but you came here much older. So can you tell us a little bit?
So I've been here for 10 years, as you mentioned. I won a lottery back in 2013.
What is a lottery?
It's for a green card. So you put your name out, in the government website, and then, based on a lottery, you get, selected.
So you're a very lucky person.
Yeah. It is that. And then, I've been here for 10 years, and for the first couple of years, I don't have any family, when I got here, I didn't have any friends or family here. And, I just have to start everything from my own. And for the first, I'm going to say maybe 4 or 5 years, it was really difficult. And now I'm going to say I'm working really good. I have a great job, and I bought my first house last year.
Wow, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So you've only been here for 10 years. You have no family. You didn't know anybody here when you came. That's a big risk. And how old were you when you came?
24.
So you were 24 years old. You left everybody behind,
yeah,
and you started a brand new life for yourself.
Yes.
So you must have gone through so many difficulties with different jobs. And right now you do real estate. You're very successful at what you do. But how was it from the beginning as a 24-year-old? People at that age usually are partying and having a great time. Yeah. But you were not doing any of that, I guess.
I'm going to say no, not that much, but it was really difficult. And I had 2 master's degrees, and I couldn't use it here because it was from there. I couldn't translate it here, so I decided to start it from beginning. So
what did you study?
Accounting and chemistry.
Okay, but so you didn't do any of that?
No,
okay.
I didn't use it here. So I decided to, work on my passion. So I just work in the different areas, different jobs. And then, at the end, I ended up at the real estate, and I love it.
That's amazing. And you got your first house.
I know, yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank
it must be, I feel like when you help other people, make their dreams come true, and then it happens to you. I really believe that. And you're such a kind-hearted person.
Thank you.
So I'm really proud of you, basically.
Yeah.
So tell me about what happened during COVID, because I know that hit all of us really, really hard. Everybody's, we all had different experiences, but it was tough for all of us. Tell me a little bit about that, because I know that period was very rough for you.
Yeah. When the first year was around like the 2021, October, November, I lost my mom during the COVID, and she got a COVID, and it happened in 1 week. And
in 1 week, she passed away.
She passed away.
And you were in US,
I
of
was
course.
here, and
She's in Iran.
shock. Yes, she was in Iran. I was here. I was in shock like for 5 days. They just told me she got COVID, and after 5 days she passed away. I tried to go back to my country, but it was a difficult time with the traveling and everything. And my family told me not to come because of the COVID. And I was here. I was here during
All alone.
all alone, and it was my darkest time in my life. And I had, I'm going to say, maybe 1 year, like craziest time, darkest time in my life. And I don't want to happen to anyone.
When you say the darkest time, you mean you went through depression? Severe depression.
Yeah.
And what were you doing? Like, you didn't want to come out of the house? Can you explain a little bit? Were you still working?
Actually, I was working a lot. That time I was working a lot, and he helped me working, working every day. It was working. I mean, it was helping me to be, distance from my depression and the thinking and everything. And then for me, the depression was like going after my work, going home, drinking for the whole night. I'm going to say maybe I have like 1 bottle per night. I was drinking the whole night, like for a year. And it was really difficult. I was seeing doctors. I was, talking to my friends, and family, but it was difficult because I was here. I didn't have any of my family here to support me, but they were over there. They just, talked to me over the phone, but they weren't here to support me. But after a year, I just realized that this is a life. So that's.
How did you come out of such a dark time? Because sometimes people just get stuck in that place for a while. And everybody, this was a shock for you. So to your system, to emotionally, mentally, in every aspect. So how did you help yourself to get out of such a dark place?
So I'm going to say maybe like talking to my family and knowing the life is short. And that's it. That's a lesson I learned that time. The life is short, and I have to enjoy the life. The rest of the family here, I have to be with them. There's no more. There's not much that time left for me, for everyone, and this is a cycle of life. So it's real. I didn't know that. Before that, I never had that experience. I never had passing someone close to me. I love my mom. So
you had a good relationship with her?
Yeah, great relationship.
And you're the youngest. You have 2 brothers,
yeah.
Older. Yeah.
And
so you must have been very close to her.
I was, yeah. I was really close to her, and just in that day, I thought I'm gonna die. But it's been 2 years. Now I'm getting better. It's not gonna be completely healed up, but I'll be okay. I'm getting better every day.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you're still, life, you never know what life gives us, but how we handle it is our character and how much strength. Sometimes we think there's no way I can go through it. And then when you do, you realize, wow, I am strong. I'm doing it. Yeah. It's amazing that you've done that. And I know you were telling me about what's happening in Iran with the protests. And you're so kind. You did something very beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about that? You have such a big heart.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been to Iran during that time to visit my family, and then see everyone, see people, how they live, how they suffer. Because I was out for 10 years. I visited my family a couple of times, but after going back, after 5 or 6 years, seeing people how they live, and then those protests and everything, people losing their family members, they couldn't do anything, and I felt like I have to do something, and that's what I thought the best way to do is support them. They need support, so I decided to contribute 25% of my commission, my income, not my commission, my income to the family and people in Iran to help them.
And how did you do that?
So
you started your own thing?
Yeah, just I got a lot of my friend told me, okay, we want to be involved too. I said no, I want to be only me. If you want to do it yourself. I don't want to have anyone, money for me, like to help people. I just want to have from my own, and sending money to Iran to help their family. They need help. There's a lot of people need help in Iran.
So you said that you had a platform that people can reach out to you?
Yeah. So when they work with me, so as a real estate agent, when I'm closing, when I'm working with them, after we close, I'm sending the money to Iran, to people, if they're Iranian. Sometimes most of my clients are Iranian. So, and when I'm working with them, I'm asking them who they want to help. So which city they want to help. So then I'm going to find someone over there and, send money, and then I'm going to help the people over
there. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Sometimes when we're going through our darkest times, it's tough. But when you concentrate on other people's pain, it's almost like it helps a little more to know you're not alone, first of all, and also knowing that people are suffering every day. And it helps heal. They say when you heal yourself, you heal everyone else too.
That's true.
It's amazing what you've done. Even during the time that you needed the help most, you were helping other people.
That's what I think about, like I'm not the only one, and seeing those people losing their family members in a young age, and I'm sure it's really difficult than the one I had experienced. So that's what I decided to help them, because I know it's really difficult in the living in Iran compared to here, compared to anywhere else, especially right now with everything.
I agree with you. Well, I've been out for a very long time, but I'm Iranian, and I talk to so many people, and I hear, and it's really, but what surprises me is that with all those difficulties, still the videos that are made in Iran on Instagram, little things we see, it's so funny. It's almost like people give themselves into more making a little bit of a light of the story, because they're suffering so much that either they're going to go crazy or just laugh at some point. Because the things that come from Iran, the little clips, they are so funny. And I'm thinking, these people are suffering. How do they come up with all these funny things?
Right.
Because you never know. From outside, people may look like they're very happy and everything. You have no idea what's going on within them.
Yeah, exactly. When you go there, you see the difference.
Yeah.
And they're so talented. That's why you see those videos.
That's what I'm saying.
All of them, they're so talented.
That's amazing.
Talented people in Iran. And I'm sure because, when they're coming out, when they have opportunity to work on something, they're going to do amazing, as always.
I think throughout the history, wherever there was a lot of suffering, a lot of good things also came. Music, art, a lot of things. It's almost like people are pushed into bringing something out that's extraordinary. Which is amazing. So now we're going to shift a little bit and go into what gets you excited about life. Since we talked about all the depression, now we can go into excitement.
Achieving my goals in personal and professional life, it's going to be, it's exciting me for, keep going every day.
That's amazing. So you're very driven and ambitious. You get the job done. And you're very good at what you do. That's great. So what are you grateful for? Counting our blessings.
I'm grateful for having a close relationship with my family and friends and having support from them, because if I didn't have my family and friends in back then, like, my darkest time, I couldn't make it. I couldn't, like, be right here. I don't know what's going to happen. What would happen with me if I didn't have that support from my friends and family?
Isn't it amazing that even no matter how successful you are and how much money you have in your bank account, it's still the connection that you need to have, especially if you're going through rough times. No money can really, I think it doesn't even have meaning anyway. You can go out, but if you're not feeling well mentally or physically, it's not going to make a difference.
We all need support. We all need having someone in our life, friends, family, to support each other. That's what I wanted to, like, everyone have it. Everyone have to have, like, support to have a great relationship with their friends and family.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
That's a very big blessing.
It is.
So what life lesson did you learn the hard way?
The value of time. The time after that situation happened. Before that, I was thinking, like, everything's gonna be like that forever, but it's not true. And the time is really valuable, and we have to, like, use our time wisely. Every day, every minute, every hour, we need to use it wisely.
It's amazing because we think that we're immortal, we're never going to go anywhere, it happens to other people. But when something so drastic happens, it's almost like a wake-up call. And people say time is valuable, it's important, but how well do we really know about that? Unless a shocking experience happens to us,
Exactly.
or someone close to us, then we're like, oh my God, like, we need to make the most. Especially with COVID, a lot of people lost their friends and family, including yourself. It's like, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah, that's the way I, just realized that this is the most valuable things in our life is time. And we don't see it that way sometimes. And I wasn't seeing it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So what is one thing you would love to change about the world? Since we're talking about time and family.
Yeah. I'm going to say people mindset regarding everyone has to, like, treat everyone the way they want it to be treated. Sometimes people treating people, and they don't want to be treated the same way. But the people have to, like, change their mindset regarding the other people. There's no, like, race or color or anything. It has to be like your mindset. How do you want to be treated? And treat the people that way. That's what I just wanted to, like, I wish people, like, change their mindset regarding to treating people.
I agree with you. It's like the basic, do unto others what you want done on you. It's very basic. If people just follow that only, I think it would be amazing. And there would be less separation between all of us. But I think this is also a learning ground. We're here to learn, and all of that comes into place. Like, if we were perfect, I don't think we would be here, really. So, but if we're trying to have a goal and get there, then there's more of a direction to go there. So where do you get your inspiration? Is it from work, or are you into art, music, anything else that you like?
Actually, I'm gonna say watching the successful people, that inspire me. Not the people that faking it, because especially right now, you see a lot of people faking on social media.
Yeah.
And I don't watch those people. I watching people, they work hard for the success, and those people inspire me.
Is there particular people that you follow, you like, they give you inspiration?
There's a lot of people. I don't remember their names, but I have them. I'm following them. I'm reading their books. It's amazing. It's amazing to see people, how they suffer and how they, like, become, like, what most, like, famous people in the world. So how they work their way up.
Yeah.
But not like, fake people on social media seeing, like, going vacation. I don't believe in those.
But it's really amazing because a lot of people want the success, but they don't want to put in the work. A lot of people don't know. They just look at the outcome. Somebody's successful, rich. They don't know what they went through. They don't know the story behind it. They think, oh, overnight this person, they don't know for 10 years they were working to get there. They just see
suddenly somebody comes and who is this person? But they don't know the backstory about it. That's why I think, a lot of people want the money, want the success. But then you look at somebody's story, you're like, you know what? No, I wouldn't want to have that.
That's true. And that's a problem, I think, with the younger generation. They're thinking like, everything happened overnight and you don't have to work hard. You just have to find a way and you can find it in one night. It's not going to happen. You have to work hard. You have to suffer. You have to, find a way, but it's not going to happen overnight. And that's a problem with the younger generation. I think right now they're seeing other people on social media everywhere saying, oh, I wanted that life. I want to someone coming with, a lot of money and, give it to me. It's not going to happen. It's going to take time.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's the most important thing. When you're passionate about something, and especially if you're thinking about something bigger than yourself, it doesn't look like work even anymore. But it's still work. Like if somebody else is watching, it's work. Yeah. But that's why I always even tell my kids that follow what you love, because you have to put in the work, but at least it's something you love. It's not, forced onto you or you're like, oh my God, I have to do this. So definitely. I think that's the big trick between work play. Definitely. So a lot of people that I also follow, I feel like they're so passionate. It's not even about the money or fame or anything anymore. They reach a level that even if nobody is watching, even if there's no money, they're still going to do it because they love it. And I think that's a big blessing. I feel like you're like that too with your work as well. So what lifts your spirit when you're down? I know that we talked about that, but what gives you happiness basically? If you feel like, for me, it's dancing. If I feel down, the best thing for me to change my mood is dancing, music.
No, I'm going to say talking to my family, talking to my brother. I have a brother, he's 18 months older than me. I'm super close to him. And, every time I'm down, I'm calling him, talking to him, it's going to help me a lot. So that's what helped me for past, gonna say maybe 10 years I was here. And he helped me a lot.
It's amazing. Human connection is very important.
Definitely, yeah. I'm gonna say human connection.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's great. You're my wings to fly, my eyes to see. You're my air to breathe, my heart to beat. The more I get to know you, the more I see of me. The more I get to love you, the more I feel free.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Neda's patient and I'm taking these pills and this tea already 1 month. These ones are for weight loss and it's actually healthy way to lose weight. It supports digestion, immune system, and it gives you more energy. So during 1 month I've lost 15 pounds and I did it without any extreme diets or stuff that makes me feel uncomfortable. So if you want to lose weight in a healthy way, try this tea. It's really good, it tastes good, it smells good. Once a day, you need to try this once. It really works magic.
So what does it mean to be a human now that we know human connections are so important?
From my point, I'm seeing like human is, when you make a mistake, human are making mistake and they have to learn from their mistake. And that's what I'm seeing. That's my point, like, being a human and making mistake. And I'm going to say something about, we were talking like about the second chance.
I was going to ask you right now,
yeah.
Do you believe in giving somebody a second chance?
Definitely, because we are all human and we are making mistake and we need a second chance. And you don't know what happened in that time. They made a mistake. So I believe in second chance. Do you believe in second chance?
So that's exactly what I was going to say. So if somebody lies or let's say cheats and you know it, and do you really trust that person? This is my thing. Second chances, it depends. I usually personally don't, because somebody's character is really important for me. I believe people can change if they want to, 100%. But if somebody is, lying, I don't know. So how would you handle that?
I'm going to say, like, you have to go deeper why he lied, why she lied, why they cheat, what was the reason. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why they need a second chance, because you don't know what was behind of it. So maybe there was a reason in that relationship or in that, situation. Yeah, they have to lie. So that's what I'm saying. Like the second chance sometimes, but if the second chance become like, third chance, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
I know what you're saying. But I love that how mature you are, especially you're younger, but you're so mature and you really look deeper into people
Yes.
than just, just the outside,
Thank you.
basically. That's so amazing. See, I'm learning and I'm so much older than you, but I'm learning. What do you love the most about yourself?
That I'm not a quitter. So I'm gonna go after anything I wanted. So I don't, give up easy. Even though sometimes I'm getting frustrated, tired, but but I'm gonna go after it. I don't let it go. I'm not a quitter. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's amazing. That's actually a very high value man quality anyway, to just not give up, to stay calm, and when you're passionate about something, to go after it. I love that value in men, that they don't give up easily. Yeah, with women, I mean, I'm talking about myself, but I don't want to talk about everyone. It depends what hour of the day it is, and every hour is different. So that's why I love interviewing men. Basically, we change every second, so very unpredictable we are. So now that we talked about what you love about yourself, what do you love about, let's say, a significant other? If you're going out with somebody, what qualities, top qualities in a woman that you like, that female or whomever you're going out with or has?
So I'm gonna say maybe like about the woman.
Yeah, let's first talk about if you're dating somebody, and then we can talk about friends.
Okay, I'm looking for someone being dependent, and I don't look for like weak personality. Seeing like I'm looking for like someone strong personality, being dependent, and being like someone you can trustable people.
So you're basically looking for a teammate, because a lot of times people, especially nowadays, there's a lot of misconception that they're saying that women need to be more dependent, sitting, submissive. But you're sitting right in front of me and telling me that you love strong, independent women.
Because when you see the I'm not gonna say about the woman, but in general, weak people, it just it's difficult to work with them and being with them and talk to them. It's because they always have issue, and I can take that. That's the problem with me, I think.
Yeah, but I also believe that if somebody comes in with always problems and no solutions, it's a little bit draining.
That's true.
In a relationship, in a friendship, wherever it is. Even if your kids, for me too, I mean, with my boys, thank God, I always say I'm definitely a mother of boys. I don't think I could have handled girls, which, I love girls too, but I'm glad I have boys. But, it's like, let's solve the problem. Let's not keep talking about it. But you're absolutely right. And I believe, personally, I agree with you on that. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you want a team player. You want somebody you guys not taking, but you're equal, helping each other's dreams, and supporting each other in every way. You don't want to always babysit somebody, whether it's a woman, a man, whomever you're going, friend, it doesn't matter. But if you're always the one who's leading and taking care of, at some point it's out of balance.
That's true. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. When I'm going out with someone, I just wanted to be like that.
So definitely trust and being independent. Is there anything else that's very important to you, or other?
Honest, maybe. Because I'm always want to be honest in my life, and I hope I was. But being honest, one of the most important thing for me too as well too.
Yeah, I think that's the foundation.
Yeah, that's
of any relationship. Yeah.
To being honest, yeah, definitely.
And those are probably the same qualities you look in friends, male friends, or friends around you.
Anyone I want to be around, like having a relationship with. It doesn't have to be a woman or my friends. It has to be like whoever I'm in contact with. as of a human.
Yeah, makes sense. When I believe when a foundation is strong, then nothing can break it.
That's true.
So that's that's important. So how do you define success? What does success mean to you?
The success means to me like, be in the position in your dream. So when you dream something and then you achieve it, that's like, success for me.
Yeah.
And then, work for it, not like, just getting it from someone. Just work for it. That's, I think, it's a success. That's a mean.
So I think with you, success is more about the soul and the heart's happiness.
Yes, exactly.
Right, you're like achieving it yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. The one you dream and become it.
Your dream becomes a reality.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So if I could grant you one wish, what would it be?
Turning back time to go back, be with my family and enjoy more time with my mom and my family. That's a wish I have. I could have it if I had. Yeah.
Makes sense. At this point, really, now that we know the backstory about it, it makes a lot of sense. So can you think of a time that an impossible became possible? I know we can't turn back time, but
Yeah. Gonna say recently, 6 years ago when I got my license, real estate license, everyone was telling me you can be successful, and because I'm honest in my job in everything. And they said no, you can't be honest in this job. And now after 5 years, I'm working with the most famous office in the world, and they have TV shows, they have everything, and there's like limited agent, like 20 agents in each office.
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm so happy, and like I just want to say, okay, this is possible. Why not? Be yourself, work, the way you want it. Be honest, care, be. Yeah, be. I mean, every time I'm working with people, like I'm feeling I'm working with my family, and they told me you can't do that. You have to be like more, do some lying or don't be honest. But I said no.
See, that doesn't go too far, though. That's the problem. That's the thing. If your base is not good, then eventually it falls.
That's
And I think that's why you're successful. You're working for one of the biggest companies in the world. Out of only 20 people, it's amazing. That's huge. Especially because you haven't been in this country for that long. So that says a lot about your personality, your work ethics, and you're not scared of working hard, even through the most difficult times of your life. And that's why you get blessings. I really believe that, as Persians say, from you, action, from God, blessings.
That's true.
That's what we say. So now I'm going to ask you some of the questions that you don't like me to ask you, but I'm going to ask you. What is the most important lesson you learned about love?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say, love is gonna be. It's not gonna be forever. It's gonna.
Well, we're not even here forever, so that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go away at some point. I'm not.
So, but how do you define love? You mean, is it lust and passion? It's gonna go away? Because deep love, I think, is more about friendship, having each other's back, helping each other have our dreams. It becomes more friendship. Are you talking about, and I think that's still love. I think that's even deeper love. Or are you talking about the first passion that goes away? Or are you really talking about even the friendships and everything going away?
No, I don't see love as a friendship. It's different. And my point is, love is different from friendship. And when the love, after a few years becomes like, your relationship after having a love between each other, become like a friends or friendship, that's what I'm saying. There's no love, and the love is limited. If there's a time frame for love, that's what I'm seeing the love.
So you don't actually think that's still love, but it's a different way of love? No.
I don't see that.
That's
I don't know why, but I don't see
interesting.
that way.
So it's a 2-year limit. No, I'm
Less
just
than that.
kidding.
Maybe less than that. Yeah.
Less than that.
Less than that. Yeah.
Oh my God. So there's no hope for love? Really?
From my point, there is no hope for love. I don't believe in love. I'm gonna say. And I'm just saying, like, the love is not, real.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting point of view because I believe that love is one of our strongest powers that we have. I mean, look at the way that your connection with your brother, that's love. And whenever you need him, he's there for you and vice versa. And your passion for work, your friends. So I think those are also
Those are the
love
yes, but I'm talking about the love.
between two people.
Oh, yeah, that's exists, but I'm talking about the love in the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying.
But then there are couples that they're together for 50 years. And I'm not talking about couples who cannot stand each other. I'm talking about people that actually like each other. So how is that possible? Like your parents, were they married?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to go deep down for them too. You don't know what's going on unless you go deep down and see what's going on inside. And other hand, I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe in marriage at all. And I'm seeing it's something pointless. I don't know. I know some people are going to hate me, but I don't believe.
No, but that's your opinion. Nobody can say anything. That's your opinion.
I don't.
But why don't you believe in marriage? Just because people end up getting a divorce, or just the paperwork part of it you don't like?
Exactly, the paperwork. Because if you want to be with someone, it doesn't have to be on the paper. You can, be with them.
What if you want to have kids? It's okay? You still don't need paper? Oh, you don't even want kids.
That's the thing. I don't want a kid soon.
So what is going on with the new generation? No marriage, no kids. What's happening?
Everyone, right?
Did we all mess it up for you guys?
think so.
The other generation totally messed it up for you guys.
I think so because I don't want to have kids. I don't know why, but I never wanted to have kids. And that's why I don't believe in marriage. And that's why I don't believe in being on the piece of paper, like just, saying we wanted to be in relationship. That's the way I'm seeing it.
So, but you have had relationships that you loved somebody and they loved you. So you've had relationships like that.
Well, I have, yeah.
Yeah. So you were in love, right? Not really.
Not really. When I'm seeing it right now, I don't see it, the true love.
Yeah. But it sometimes creeps as a surprise, Sometimes when you least expect, something happens. Because I think it's one of the most beautiful feelings somebody can have. And also, how people say love is blind, you don't see it. It could be, and I'm like, no, I used to be like you. No, I used to be like you. But you're so much younger than me. But yeah, so, you never know. Never say never. Humans are, I think we as a species, we are amazing because we adapt to the hardest situations and we have capabilities. We are so capable of doing so many different things. Feel the emotions really deep. I think a person who can feel like you, the dark so much, I think you can feel the light so much too, because it's the other side of the pendulum. So you never know, because sometimes people say, maybe because you've never met that person. And I believe that. I never believed that. Because, I love everyone. Love is beautiful. But I never thought, but it happened to me. And I'm like, oh, wow. So there is something like that.
Maybe I haven't,
Yeah,
it happened to me, especially in the past few years. I changed a lot. So I don't see it anymore. So that's a problem I have right now. I'm going to say maybe like it used to be like different. It used to be like, maybe less than the way I'm thinking right now. But right now I'm like, nope, nothing.
But you change, we get older, experiences come, Right this moment, it's exactly like that.
That's true.
But who knows the next moment?
That's
That's what this whole planet and this experience, I think, as a human, it's so interesting. Because for me, 10 years ago, there were some things that I'm like, oh, never. And now I see myself, I'm more flexible. And I'm like, wow, because I have more experiences.
That's true.
It's crazy how, which is amazing. We change. You don't want to be the same person when you were 10. You know, that's why we want to evolve and get better and change.
That's
so
true.
that's great. So you already told me that honesty is very important to you, but let me ask you, do you think relationships can exist without respect?
I don't think so. It has to be respect. It has to be respect between, two people. If there's no respect, there's no relationship. I totally agree. There's no, relationship without the respect, I think.
And you're talking about in every relationship, basically.
Every relationship, between two friends, boyfriend and girlfriend, brothers, sisters, it has to be respect.
I completely agree with you on that too. Yeah, see, we already talked about if love can change over time, and you said 100%. Love can change over time. So now we're going to talk about a little bit about where do you work? This big company that's very famous. Tell me about where you work. How many people are you guys? And how does it? And you guys are in Newport?
Yes.
Newport Beach, California.
Yes.
And how people can reach out to you exactly? How if somebody wants to track you down, I'm sure they can come after you.
Oh yeah, they will. So I'm with the Oppenheim group, and Jason Oppenheim and his brother. They have 3 offices in Hollywood, in Newport Beach, and La Jolla, San Diego. And each office has like 20 agents, and we get a lot of calls from other agents. They wanted to join us, but they don't take,
So the max is 20.
Yes, they have 20 something agents each office, and they have TV shows.
What TV shows do they have?
Selling Sunset, and the other shows is Selling the OC. So which is Selling OC for our office, which they are shooting right now. I think they're at season 2 or 3. They're shooting, and the Selling Sunset season 6.
So are you in these shows?
Not now.
Not now.
I'm trying to get.
Yeah, but these are your office's shows.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I just joined them 8 months ago, 10 months ago.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, just joined them recently.
I would love to watch these shows.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
great.
It's an amazing show. You will love it. Yeah, it's amazing. So people love it, and we get a lot of good feedback from the shows, and the people. They, every time I'm mentioning the Jason Oppenheim or the Oppenheim group, people know them anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know them as
It's
well.
on Netflix, and everyone knows them.
So do you usually are in US? Of course, we're in OC, or do you do LA? Do you sell homes in LA, San Diego? If people want
I'm
to
doing that from San Diego to LA County. So, but most my business is in Orange County. But I'm working in San Diego because we have office there, and LA because we have office there as well too. We work everywhere in Southern California.
That's great.
Thank you.
I love that. So if you want to reach out to you,
Definitely.
we know. And you're also, of course, on Instagram, and we can find you everywhere.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you so much, Pierce John, for coming. You're amazing. You seriously are an amazing soul. And I love, I learned so much from you, different points of view that we learn. Thank you so much for coming and putting your time today.
Thank you for having me. This is an amazing show. It's gonna be amazing, and I love it.
Yeah, you were the supporter. You're like, this is going to be great. You're going to do this. But you having, the people that come into this show, it means a lot to me, because I also pray, and I'm like, okay, whomever's meant to be here. And when people come, I'm like, okay, we're on the same energy level, and they're good people. I mean, I don't want to say good, bad, but we're on the same vibration. So
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Hello. I just wanted to say that approximately a year ago, I came in here for treatments and to Dr. Neda's office, and Dr. Marjan did some acupuncture on my back, which helped tremendously. And at the same time, I told her I was working on quitting the smoke, so she actually put some needles and left them in purposely. And I just want to say that I haven't smoked one cigarette and I haven't had an urge since then. Thank you.
Please go ahead and hit that like button, comment, ask questions, share, and subscribe. You're a very valuable part of this movement, and your opinion really matters. Thank you very much. Light, love, and blessings to you all.